Hey, so we've made it to Sawmill Creek at Cedar Point Resort at Cedar Point in Ohio, and we're staying in room number 1412, and it's time for a room tour. So, as always, we start at the door, and right next to the door, if we could turn to the right, we have coat hangers here, and we have a bench just below it. A nice little entryway where you can drop off all your things at the end of a long day at the theme park. Next to that, we have a wardrobe area, which has lots of hanging space. And further down here, it has a safe. And then next to it, we have another wardrobe area with an ironing board and an iron and some coat hangers. If we come over this side, we have bathroom, which is a really nice big bathroom. Has a really nice big mirror and a sink, lots of counter space, area underneath where they'll keep your towels and any extras you might need. Then we have the toilet, then a shower area with a sliding door, glass door, and you have the toiletries over here, and then the actual shower itself over that side. Really nice and spacious. So as we come out of the bathroom, we'll turn around to the right. Straight away you get a full length mirror here, and then as you can see, there's the two queen size beds. On the left here you start with a desk. Underneath that desk you get the fridge, which is more of a beverage cooler because it doesn't go that cold. Then you get the microwave. Then you have the three drawers here, which are fairly sized, nice and easy. Above that you've got the TV. Carrying on to the right, you have a little bit of a desk where you can use for anything you might need. Then you've got a chair there. And then you have a lamp, and in this lamp there is a USB-A socket. Just to the right of that you have a seating chair and a light behind it. Then you have a nice big window which lets in lots of light. The view isn't of anything particular. I think it's a service road if anything, but as I say, it lets in lots of light. So moving around to the beds, on this side of it you don't actually find anything. There isn't any side table or anything like that, but just behind the curtains here there is a plug, so you can use that if you need to. The beds, as I say, they're queen size. They're a good size. The pillows are absolutely tiny, but they're fluffy and comfortable, so I guess they work. The bed itself is actually fairly soft. If you like a soft bed, then that'll work for you. In the middle of the two beds we have a little bit of a nightstand. On top of this you have the phone, you have a light, and you have an alarm clock. On the alarm clock you've got the two North American plugs. You also have the two USB-As, and in the light there is another USB-A. On the nightstand itself you have a shelf and another drawer, which is a good size. Then you have the other bed, and beside that bed, again, there really isn't that much. There's no plugs or power or anything like that. But up here you do have the thermostat, which is nice and easy to use, and I can tell you the AC in here is very, very nice. So that was the quick room tour here at Sawmill Creek. If you're looking for a room that is at Cedar Point, but you're not worried about a little bit of a drive before you get there, it's a really good option. It took us about 20 minutes to get to the park this morning. And you still get the early entry perks that you would get if you stayed at Breakers. So yeah, it's a really good hotel. So I hope you enjoy this room tour. Tell me below what you think. Would you stay here? Would you prefer to stay closer to the park? Let me know. Thanks. Bye.